Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers podcast, episode 149. Ooh, I almost screwed that up. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. We've got a new guest, someone that we wanted to have on here for a while. We've got Devin with us now. How you doing, Devin?
Hey.
Thanks for joining.
Doing good, doing good.
Welcome
Glad
to
to be
the
here.
shitpost show.
Right.
That's basically what Cameron's comments have yelled at him that this show is. We don't take it seriously enough.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You know,
And Kyle's back too. There's Kyle's voice.
I am. Hello.
So we've got a big. Is this the most people we've ever had on the show?
Yeah, because
Yes.
So
previously
We've gotten
it's been
close.
5.
Yeah.
So
We had 6 scheduled at one point, I think, and then people had to drop. So
bunch of forfers.
I think we've had two guests before, and one of us was missing.
Okay. All right. Well, without further ado, let's just get into this. So first off, Pikmin 4 is out now. That came out last Friday. Currently sitting at a Metascore of 87, 8.8 user
Nice.
score. So around the same thing. I love every time I go on Metacritic. There's always at least one 100 or like 10 out of 10. That's just like very much not due. Best game ever, maybe. Pretty sure. I don't know about that, man. I like it. I like the game, but
Give it some time on the shelf before we start getting that excited about it.
yeah.
even with Pikmin being one of my favorite series, I don't know if I would rate it a 10 out of 10.
there's
Definitely
also a
think
0 out of 10
maybe
that
like a
focuses
9.
solely on the fact that this game runs at 30 FPS.
See, I had noticed that. But I don't notice it when I'm playing. I notice it when I switch to Splatoon because Splatoon runs at 60. I'm like, everything is so much faster now.
Yeah, this should have been a switch to 60 FPS game. I love that. 1 out of 12 users found this review helpful. Thanks,
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
Arsenal.
sometimes people get
the person that
confused.
only plays it, the person that only plays it because it's
New. They had to review it.
no, but they only play it when it's 60 FPS. They don't play it when it's 30.
Bro,
Dude, I
like-
went and clicked on this guy's profile. His average review score that he gives is 2.6. He has 25
God.
negative reviews and only 6 positive reviews.
Amazing.
Uh,
No, I still think it's a problem with Pikmin, not the guy.
no, it's definitely a problem with him.
Nah.
I don't really understand the cult behind FPS. Like, okay, I get it. There's some games, get that high refresh rate. Yeah, sure, do that. But like, it's Pikmin, dude. What are you keeping track of? What are your reflexes getting
Pikmin.
tested by?
I love,
Oh,
dude, one of his 6 positive reviews is a 9 for Skyward Sword HD, and he's like, great game. What I love is HD 60 frames per second.
Man has a mission.
Link's Awakening, 1. Overwatch 2, 1. Redfall, 1. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, 1. Mario Golf Super
my
Wash,
God.
Run. Mario Party Superstars, 1. God of War, 0. Elden Ring, 0.
that.
Resident Evil Village, 0. Dude, what is wrong with this man?
Oh my god.
These are
Does
good
it run
games.
at 60 FPS?
I think his opinions are a tad bit skewed.
Man can't even stick to a genre, let alone to a game review.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
God of War got a 0 because it uses the wrong kind of anti-aliasing, apparently.
Oh,
I gotta
wrong
stop
turn.
looking at this guy's profile. I'd
I
look at
was
that
like,
for an
that
hour.
game is like
Bro, just design a new
absolutely
game by
beautiful.
yourself.
There's no
It'd
way.
be easier.
Oh
No,
my
he's
lord.
now my favorite reviewer.
Dude, he's gonna design his game. It's gonna be an absolute piece of shit, and he's gonna rate it a 10 out of 10.
60 FPS
Perfection.
HD.
Yeah,
Run
he
10 out of 10
reviewed all
because it
the
runs at
Zelda
60.
games on Switch. He had Breath of the Wild at 7, Skyward Sword at 9, and then Link's Awakening and Tears of the Kingdom at 0.
Oh my god.
Dude, what? Okay, yeah, I literally would read that guy's profile all day.
Dude,
That
that's
is that is a meme.
We've actually decided to change the podcast just so looking at this fan movie.
Yeah, we just review his
Review
game
his reviews.
Yeah, review his reviews.
New segment coming
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Metacritic Variety Hour.
What an interesting fellow.
But yeah, so we'll talk about the game a little bit later in the show. But
We'll let
Um,
Cameron go on rants about it later.
yeah, can't
I
wait to
have
see what-
played
Yeah.
most of it.
No
Cameron-
shit.
Cameron and I, we kind of talked about it earlier. We're kind of on the same page. We were like, it's not Hey Pikmin, it sucks.
I feel
No,
like there's a bit of a signing going on here. Anyway, okay, moving on. Games industry agrees to new restrictions on loot boxes in the UK. Does this have to do with the Microsoft Activision thing, or is this separate?
This is separate.
Okay,
Yeah.
just word. Let's see. What do we got?
Wait.
trying to find the.
Here, I can get you the article. Give me 1 sec.
Well, I found so I clicked on the first article I saw about these guidelines, and instead of telling what the guidelines are, they just talk about how the guidelines are going to affect.
There
things.
are new guns.
Yeah. These guidelines
There
sure are
are.
guidelines. These
What, you're
guidelines are
telling me
made
you
of
didn't
guidelines.
memorize them already?
you didn't memorize them while they were saying them the one time.
Yeah. 11 principles underpin the guidance with an emphasis on driving player awareness of technological controls, disclosing the presence and probability of paid loot boxes, enforcing the unauthorized external sale of paid loot boxes. Also gives examples of current industry best practice. Interesting. Well, I mean, cool, I guess, but I feel like microtransactions are kind of or loot boxes have kind of gone away in exchange for just battle passes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but is that a good
Yeah.
thing? Because I would say no.
No, it wasn't. This
I
isn't a
mean-
better situation than loot boxes. It's just kind of different.
I mean,
it's
look
definitely
at look at Rocket League, right? Like the stuff that out of the loot box was common now costs you like $10 to get.
I mean, I
So,
think it's
actually-
a question of how much of the gambler's fallacy is a problem in these kind of discussions, because the quote unquote battle pass issue, it's a little bit more upfront with you, and it doesn't prey as much on the oh, I've just got to gamble all of my money away, but it also kind of does just go, you're not going to have any fun unless you pay us money up front, which
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I prefer the honesty, but that doesn't mean I like it anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
And I know that we already did a podcast on Battle Pass, but actually, there's a game called Deceive Inc. They have a Battle Pass system, and you pay for the pass, or you pay for access to the pass. But then after the time limit for the Battle Pass is up, it just goes into an archive area, and you can still work on the stuff in that Battle Pass, but it's just not during that time. You get all the same rewards, but it takes you longer to get them because you didn't play during the time that the battle pass was out. So you don't feel left out, or you don't feel rushed to buy something that you don't actually need.
but
Mhm.
they have
I
to
think
do
it's
that
pretty
because
good.
how else are they
Pretty
going to make the
good.
amount of money that they do?
Well, I
FOMO,
mean, I'm
baby.
saying, but I
Give
mean,
me
I'm
those FOMO
saying
pills.
you're still probably gonna buy it, but you don't feel as pressured to buy it right then and there.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
I see why it's better. I think it's better, but why would companies do that? Because then they don't
Oh, I
get to
don't-
abuse FOMO.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
FOMO
I
and
mean-
nostalgia.
Supposedly, that's what Nintendo's doing with the Splatoon Battle Pass. I mean, it's not paid, obviously, but supposedly once the 8 seasons have gone through, the older ones are going to come back.
Oh yeah, like a rotating system almost.
Yeah. Some of the older Battle Pass stuff is already in the Charlotte machines, so I guess it's kind of, you know, it's not completely locked content, but it, might as well be.
So speaking of UK stuff, Microsoft and Activision have delayed their merger agreement so that they can figure out the CMA stuff, and I have no idea what those things are going to be. Concessions.
Yeah. Watching it unfold has been really interesting, but also one of those like it very much feels like the at least to me it's given off the vibe of like the shush the adults are talking right now in terms of
Yeah.
how the like the vibe that they kind of seem to have with each other. Okay, fine, we'll put off the merger for a little bit, take your time, but like we're gonna go have adult stuff over here while you wait.
Yeah.
That is for sure the vibe.
The CMA said it's likely to be able to reach a new provisional view on the restructured deal in the week beginning August 7th. So I guess we'll hear about it in a couple weeks.
Probably.
But that's all we got, is that it's delayed.
Mm.
Even more Activision Blizzard stuff, or I guess Blizzard in this case. Blizzard's bringing its games to Steam. Cool.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well,
And-
that way
Right.
I can get rid of BattleNet launcher or whatever.
Excellent, excellent,
Please,
excellent,
Been
excellent.
yes.
plaguing my
Oh, it didn't
computer.
grow on you? Come on.
Dude, it's like guaranteed to open up on startup, and it just makes my computer open so much slower.
Oh, I went through an entire process of slowly surgically removing that thing from my PC years ago.
Yeah, you did better than I.
It was not easy. I
Bet
got tired
not.
of it.
I just built a
Well,
new
yeah,
computer.
it's annoying. I don't even.
I was like, I'm not installing.
Just
that
throw it
garbage.
out. Throw it out.
Well, especially with all the bullshit that's going on with Overwatch now, where like all the fans that came back because they were getting ready for the solo player or the story mode or whatever it was, and now they're all pissed off because Overwatch was like, yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore. This whole thing was just a money grab, and you happened to feed into it.
The Fortnite scenario. Heard.
Yeah, pretty much the Fortnite scenario.
Oh, dude, I
No, free the world does not
rediscovered.
exist, guys.
I discovered that really old video of the dude taking his Fortnite themed dog out back to shoot it, and he starts doing the
God.
Fortnite dance, and he's like really struggling to do it, and then he turns back around to the house, and there's a buffer version of the same character that says Apex on it instead of Fortnite, rubbing himself on the window. I was like, oh my god, dude, that was like from 3 years ago.
Oh.
Anyway, totally unrelated.
Oh.
Let's see. Blizzard admits it messed up with Diablo 4's disastrous nerf patch, announces upcoming sweeping changes.
We were losing money,
Dude.
so we're going to revert it.
We're gonna
I
buff
was
the
Blizzard
gonna say,
nerf.
it seemed like Diablo 4 was not doing that great, so.
Blizzard's my
Yeah.
favorite company, guys.
Initially it was doing decent, even though everyone was like, I'm gonna boycott it. It did well anyways. But then the only
like,
controversy
casual
I've
You know
heard
what
people
about
else
were
is
did well?
fine.
You know what else did really well in the beginning? The Wii U.
Did it though?
Yeah, it
It did
did.
well
It did.
in
It
the
did really
second
well
year.
for like a couple months when it first came out, because like that
then it
happens with basically
crashed
any
and
game,
burned.
unless it's incredibly disastrous. Anything that comes out is gonna do well in the first small amount of time because
Well, it's
everybody
true
that
because
wants
it's all
it is
the
gonna
hype
buy.
that-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
It's all the
so
hype that everyone
Diablo 4
throws
just fell
in.
into that same thing where like, yeah, of course it did well in the beginning because everything does well in the beginning.
Yeah.
Look, Blizzard's great. You've got two things they do. Come up with a horrible idea / patch. Everyone hates it. Sorry guys, our bad. Mostly reverts it. Or do it again the following month. Or come up with a horrible idea / patch. Everyone hates it. You're wrong, LOL. Doubles down on the horrible idea. That's it. That's all you get with Blizzard.
True.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of been their yeah, no, that's been pretty much what they've done for as long as I can remember. I sometimes miss the days when like they couldn't patch your game remotely from their evil corporation center. It was nice to just like you bought the game and then they couldn't touch it anymore.
Yeah.
Now I have to jump through all these loopholes and like shut off my downloads to prevent them from doing horrible shit to my game. Oh, I honestly do kind of miss it. Like, I got into PC gaming just early enough that like the day one patches just didn't exist yet, and now
Yep.
it's like you can't play anything without them being like, "Oh, sorry, we know that you just got used to that for the first week of playtime, but we're changing everything in the game now."
Say the entire system is getting overhauled. Congratulations.
Actually, we just put in a new game. Take this L.
It was like whenever Multiverses first came out, and like there was several just stupid broken characters, and everyone was playing them, and they were fun to play. And then like after a week, they came back and just overhauled the entire character roster.
Oh, Finn. Finn was broken real
Yeah,
badly.
Finn was busted. Tom and
Dude.
Jerry were harder to play, but also stupid busted. And then Jake was somewhat good too.
Interesting.
So there's just a couple characters that you literally could not play against without getting your shit absolutely demolished.
Speaking of demolishing things, in this case, my wallet. New PS5 console
Lord,
covers and
no.
controller announced for Spider-Man 2. Pre-orders start this
Yeah.
Friday, July 28th. So yeah, you can get console covers for physical or digital, and also the controller. It looks really
Wait.
sick.
Dude, it looks nice.
That's on Friday. Why did I think it was the 25th?
I don't know. I don't know why you did.
Maybe I just can't read numbers.
I mean,
I don't know.
we
It's
haven't
possible.
been the greatest about math here.
What are you
15
talking about?
minus
We're
5 is 12.
perfect at math.
You guys are hurting me. Seriously.
Dude.
I also have some pretty wallet destroying news, but I'll wait for Collector's Corner.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
sure we
okay.
all
I
do.
just went and confirmed July 28th.
Okay,
Oof.
that's good to know.
So
Nice.
yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like the way it looks.
See, I don't even have a PS5, so
I
luckily I
like-
don't have to worry about that. But
Same.
it sounds dope.
It looks dope.
It looks clean,
Yeah, I love Spider-Man, so you know I guarantee it's really really good. But
The trailer for it was slick as hell too. Like
for Spider-Man 2,
no, just for the console.
oh, I didn't see it. Can you send it in the chat, or do you have access to it?
Yeah, hold on. Let me find it. Yeah, no, I want it.
So, in the meantime, we're looking for that. Dolphin is giving up on coming to Steam. That fell through pretty quick.
Dang.
Oh, yeah?
That was
I'm
fast.
disappointed, but not unsurprised.
Yeah, kind of same. I was hoping it
Everyone
would work
blaming
out, but-
Nintendo.
well, I mean,
Like Nintendo didn't even
I'm
get a
not gonna
chance
be
to
look.
do it.
If Nintendo would put the goddamn games on the goddamn Switch, then it wouldn't be a problem. There
Yep.
would be
That's
no
weird. Yep.
there would be no debate about whether it's legal or not. But they're not gonna do it, so I am kind of upset.
Okay, but
That's not true when user
But
exists for
peop-
Switch.
people argue that it's morally correct to emulate Switch games.
That's
So,
well.
there would
like,
still-
I know
there would
they
still
do
be a
that, but in the
debate.
question of this emulator, that's a red herring. It's just in terms of Dolphin, unless they're gonna put GameCube games available to me through Nintendo's official way, and no, not single individual price remasters, like the original games, then I think
give them some credit. Pikmin 1 and 2 is 2 games.
for 60, yeah, cool.
50, it's 50.
Whatever.
Hey, look! All I'm gonna say is the moment that
still-
Nintendo makes it to where I can buy the Fire Emblems that came out on the GameCube and the Wii for less than $200 a pop, we can talk about it. But we're
Yeah.
not talking about it until then. You can't
Yo.
get Radiant One for less than $200. You
We
can't.
talk about that rumor all the time. That Ike's games are always supposedly getting remastered. That's like when we hit
That
like
is true.
once a month.
Look, until it's in my hand. Until it's in my hand, I don't even think about it because it hurts too much. Like Ike and
Fair.
Micaiah are just out there alone in the cold because Nintendo doesn't like making money. Like,
They don't like making money.
Smash Bros, and they won't even make his game again.
Oh
They don't make
lord.
a lot of characters games.
Captain
Lucas,
Falcon.
Mother 3.
Dude,
Bro.
friggin' yeah,
To be
like,
fair, Japan has Mother 3. We're just not Japan.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but see, the problem is that they sold Smash to me here, not in
Oh, yeah.
Japan, and I want to
Yeah.
know where Lucas and Captain Falcon, where are they?
We need
Nintendo
another
could have so much more
Earthbound
money.
game.
They just won't do it.
They just refuse. Speaking of
They
stupid
really do.
company stuff, last opening topic here. Ubisoft confirms that if you don't use your account for long enough, they will delete it and your access to purchase games.
Fuck yeah.
So,
Love
which is really hard to do because, like, who has a reason to open up their Ubisoft account?
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
think the
like-
only game maybe would be like Rayman. The Rayman games, I love playing those, but I haven't played them in years.
Mm-hmm. Well, rip your account then.
Yeah, I was gonna say rip your
Yeah,
Ubisoft account.
Yeah, it's gone now.
I
Um,
did
uh,
want to talk about this one thing about the dolphin thing. I don't like that Dolphin basically went about the common key. Well, Nintendo's never taken action in 15 years, so they obviously don't care about it. That's
Yeah.
not how you can't argue.
I mean, I can understand what you're getting at, but to be honest, that literally is just how Nintendo operates anyways. They just
Mhm.
don't care until it gets big enough that somebody mentions it at a board meeting, and then suddenly Nintendo's gigantic industrial process just kicks into high gear and just is outside your house right now with the
Yeah,
FBI
true.
and is like, you better never think about doing that again. Like,
Very
yeah.
true.
like that's it. I mean, that's how. Look, how many projects, like fan projects and other stuff like that, has Nintendo basically ignored literally until the moment it was about to come out, and then they just descend from heaven like the
Uh,
fear of God
Metroid.
just to destroy it.
The fan
Yeah,
remake
No,
of
another
Metroid 2. Granted,
another
they
Metroid 2
immediately
did get
announced,
finished.
and they did let it release, and then they struck it down.
Like, I
And
just
then like 2 months later, they released their own version of it.
yeah, like I just
Not a great look. If they had waited to strike it down until after the game came out, it probably
Yeah.
would have done better. I'm okay with it though. I got my Metroid amiibo from that, so
true.
Um,
The only thing, sorry,
No,
the
you're
only
good.
thing with the Ubisoft is like the Rainbow Six Siege.
Can you not get that on Steam?
Rainbow. No, you
Yeah,
can.
You can, but I'm not sure if how that works.
We're like,
like-
you would only need an. We're saying you'd only need a Ubisoft account for things that aren't on Steam. So like, you wouldn't need a Ubisoft account
Oh.
for Rainbow Six Siege
So
or like Assassin's Creed or any of those.
okay, so
Like
they
any of
can't-
the ones that are actually good games, you don't need. you don't-
so they
You hear
can't
that,
just,
Ubisoft?
like,
Maybe that's why Ubisoft deletes them. It just knows that you're not using it
yeah,
for anything
yeah.
worthwhile. It just gets rid of it for you.
yeah.
that's
So
probably what it is.
So they can't get rid of it. Like even
I mean,
if
I
you-
don't know. Maybe they.
I don't know.
Well, they blocked they removed a RPG off Microsoft servers, and then I think people lost access to it. Like
Oh, damn.
digital
I
copies.
mean, if anyone's gonna take your
Kind of-
access away to a game, it's definitely Ubisoft.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
like Blizzard's like looking over copying Ubisoft's homework, but hasn't done it yet. It's too slow.
It's like- Blizzard's got about 5 years before they actually decide to do something.
they don't like doing things though.
Facts.
Well, they like stealing money, but
They're very motivated by making people angry, though. To be fair,
They-
they are.
That's because no news.
They're very good at it.
There is no such thing as bad publicity. So
I really don't think that that's true.
oh, it's definitely not. But you know, Who do they care? They're somebody's buying their stuff.
Yeah, well,
All
that's the
right.
problem. People
So
just need to boycott companies.
yeah, good luck trying to get people to
Good
do
luck
that.
with that.
It worked for Rosa Parks.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm not.
that was like like a serious societal problem.
I mean,
not
yeah,
this
it
video
was
game
it was an
Also-
sucks.
actual it was an actual issue, whereas this is just like opinionated. But
Also, they say it was just Rosa Parks, it was like several boycotts done.
There was an
this is
entire
true.
like
This is true. It was many boycotts, but
Mhm.
interconnected series of organizations that were working behind that. But I mean, the main thing is just like you were mentioning. There's the whole bit of it's quote unquote just a game, bro. But frankly speaking, it's also just that like I personally feel like that the modern age has made it very difficult to do the Rosa Parks thing again effectively. Like
yeah,
it's just not easy. Like it wasn't easy then, and it's definitely not easy
it's
now,
a
especially
lot
when
harder
like
now. Yeah,
you know multi-billion-dollar corporation sets its sights directly on you and then you know decides it's time to start busting out the money.
no, what you talking about?
All right. So with that, we'll go on to Collector's Corner. I haven't had to do like an official explanation in a while. So Devin, this is the a segment where we go around and we talk about just the games we've been playing for the past week and
Oh no.
any bad purchase decisions we've made, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Bad purchases. My Steam library disagrees with you. There's only half of the games I've never turned on.
Yay.
Perfect, he's already on board.
Yeah, let's
He
go.
He
And that's,
understands.
that's completely forgot about it.
so I'll kick us off this week. So my thing, I got this and I sent some photos yesterday.
Oh.
It's the new deluxe edition of Celeste from Fangamer. And
Nice.
the last time they printed anything Celeste, it sold out and got hella scalped. So I was super happy to see this.
Cooper's got that first one.
Yeah. So it's pretty nice. Comes with a physical copy of the game. The art's pretty cool. It's got, of course, a full manual and a poster in here. I really like that Fangamer gives that stuff out. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
then,
I love the manuals.
yep, just a bunch of like small little knickknacks and junk. Like there's a pen in here and a couple different little books of art. The soundtrack that they give you the code for is, I think, like creased and sized in such a way that it could fit inside of a cassette case.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so I like the code's on the one side over here, and then you've got like an actual spine and full frontal artwork, and it's folded. Like I think this would actually fit on a cassette. Now
That's pretty cool.
I'm not gonna screw with cassettes, so.
I wouldn't
But it's a
try,
cool little
but-
thing. Little
Yeah.
magnetic pen, and yeah, like they give you one that's like just an affirmation journal, which is pretty cool. I always forget how much this game focused on mental health. But they give you a journal to like write stuff in just day to day, and then a big book of artwork and affirmations and a little handkerchief bandana thing. It's a bunch of really good stuff. I really like it. I'm super happy with it.
Nice.
And as soon as I finish up Zelda, I'm probably gonna take another stab at Celeste because I never beat that game the first time around. So now is
So
my
that's gonna be
time
pretty
to...
brutal.
Oh, I know.
Or you
That's
can
why I
just
quit.
turn on all cheese.
I literally didn't finish the game the first time around because I was bad.
Yes, but it has a million cheat modes and it's built into the game.
Yeah, but I'm not a bitch. I'm not gonna use the cheat modes. I'll use the cheat modes after I've beaten the game and I want to see what they do.
Yeah.
But I'm not a bitch. I'm not gonna cheap out.
Your first like clear can't be with cheats. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
Bro, speak for yourself. I'm here for fun.
Exactly.
Okay,
Bro,
okay,
speak for
not a real
yourself.
gamer. I hear you. Not a real gamer.
Look,
Correct.
No.
look. You can say whatever you want. My ethos is if I load up a game and I see that there's mods available, I'm about to go look at those because I don't care how good the game is on this normal playthrough. If there's something in there
Yeah.
that I like, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Who cares?
Alex is the same
No,
way, bro.
I fully get that.
Because when I was just playing through Resident Evil, I remember him telling me this. He used like the AK-47 or something with the like baby. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he heard me warn him about House Benevento. I was like, oh well, gotta change my strategy.
Can't
if I
bring
do.
guns in that room.
All right. So yeah, I got that. In terms of what I'm playing, Tears of the Kingdom, mostly played Pikmin 4 when it came out. I've mostly been working this past weekend, which is
Yeah, you mentioned that.
bad.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah. But it is what it is. It hasn't been a ton. And I'm mostly doing it to guarantee that I don't have to work next weekend because I'm going on vacation next weekend.
I feel that. That's me. That's me this week.
Yeah. So I haven't played as much video games as I wanted to this weekend, not nearly, but those two, and I think that's really about it. I was hungover today for the first time in a long time. That was not good.
What'd
I
you
got
do?
that. What do you think I did,
Like,
Cameron?
what did you
I
drink?
consumed too much
Like,
alcohol. I didn't really even have all
How
that
else
much. I
did
think
you
it's just
get hungover?
like I know I'm only 25, but I feel like this alcohol thing kind of wears like you lose your tolerance pretty quickly. I haven't been drinking as much for obvious reasons because it's not healthy. And I went out last night. I didn't go crazy or anything. Like I probably had like 6 or 7 drinks over the course of 4 hours. And I did not feel good at all today. I had a horrible headache, and
that,
I drank a
that-
bunch of
that would do
water
it.
and then felt better, and all of a sudden my body's like, you might throw up. I didn't, but that was a really horrible game of Russian roulette.
Yeah.
So having to go through that just to be able to log back onto my work computer and do work was not fun, but we're surviving.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, we're surviving. All right, Cameron, you go.
Okay, so obviously I have been playing Splatoon 3. Not the answer you were expecting.
Oh,
I
it was
have
the answer I
put-
was expecting.
Wait, he's been put what?
I have put
Crazy.
31 hours since 8:30 a.m. on Friday. Into Pikmin 4.
Can confirm.
God
Wait,
damn.
Okay,
Sounds
but
about right.
I have the real question though. Have you watched Oppenheimer or Barbie?
I have
Neither.
not left the house. I left the house yesterday because Alex said we were going to get cabin fever if we did not. That is the only reason I left.
Good
Alex
job.
That
doesn't
was
know
for
what he's
food.
talking about.
I
Dude.
31 hours since
Did you-
Friday morning.
Well, there's a guy on Twitter that's better than you, and I retweeted it a while back. I'll go find it.
Yeah, but no, there's a difference between Cooper. I am like just shy of having 100% Pikmin 4.
Oh, you hate yourself. Heard.
This is Cameron we're talking about. If the
Heard
game
that.
if it's a certain game, if it can hit that one little button in his head, then it's going to be instantly 100%ed, and then he's going to talk about how he instantly 100%ed it for like 2 months.
Yeah,
Mario.
Yeah,
Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey is the last one that comes to mind, but Cameron's got it's got to be like I don't know. I haven't really figured out the guidelines, but there's a button somewhere that has a very specific set of requirements to be pressed, and if it's pressed,
They
that
never
game is-
label these things.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm quite enjoying it.
No.
Really?
There's a there's a lot of treasures that probably are some of my favorite in the series as a whole. Does anyone care about spoilers since it's
Don't
launch
yet.
weekend?
I'm playing. Spare me.
Okay,
He said
I
he
won't spoil it.
does.
I won't spoil it yet.
Okay.
It's pretty far into the game though. So I don't like the challenge mode as much.
Dang.
Like some of those have got to be like my least favorite in the entire franchise.
Yeah, I've heard some rumors about that, like people kind of being a little iffy about some of those.
Hmm.
Like it's most of them are fine, but one of them is literally kill 99 enemies in a minute.
Oh,
You can do it.
And to platinum, it's kill 99 enemies in 48 seconds. And if they get your Pikmin are instantly dead.
oh,
Yeah, that one wasn't fun. I'm enjoying all the callbacks to the previous 3 games. I feel like 3 actually gets the short end of the stick compared to the other 2, but it's been a lot. My body is going to hate me after this weekend because I barely moved. So it's not healthy.
It is what it is.
I will admit. It is what it is. It is bad for my body. But yeah, other than that, anything else? I think I played some Zelda. Um, uh, Chelsea and I went to Animal Kingdom and Magic, and I got
Oh, we're going up. We're getting up now.
First time all weekend.
So Chelsea and I went to Animal Kingdom, and I decided to test out if my new annual pass could get me magnets since it was a renewal. It did, so I got 3 magnets.
Neat.
Oh yeah, my annual pass renewed, so that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Like I've been paying, I think 87 a month since May, and now I can finally use it. So great, real great. But we did that. Obviously, we went to Buzz while we were at Magic, and I got the sticker. The ride actually stopped before we were even in like the first proper room, so I could not get the points just instantly. But I still got it.
Nice.
Stole some stickers from some children, you know.
it's
'Cause
not
it
theft
was-
if it was yours to begin with.
That's true. See, Devin's on my side.
To the victor go the spoils.
Yeah, true. I was like the only person to walk over there though, because I think a lot of people got it, but I was the only one that I saw go for the stickers. So I think that's because that was park closed though. That was
Yeah, that makes sense.
that was a rough night. A lot of guests.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
Devin?
that's.
Oh, you want me to go
Oh,
next?
I also bought Pyramytha. They shipped.
Oh yeah,
they arrived.
I did that too. They're sitting over there, a big booba sword lady in the box. I
Yeah.
felt like a real incel picking that up from Best Buy. Let me tell you, to look at a man in the face and scan my phone, and he goes grabs big booba action figures. Like, yep.
Not gonna lie, I honestly prefer her Smash Bros look to her normal one because her normal one is just so like.
Boob
You
window.
talked about Mithra.
Yeah, like it's not even like the boob part for me, but like it's just she just looks cooler. Like she fits in better with the other drives. Like I don't know, it's just why do these 4 or 5 of them have to sit over here and be weird? And then the rest of them are like sort of comparable. It's always kind of bothered me a little bit. Like they just pick one.
True. No.
I
Why do
still
that?
like that the DLC added the Mithra's outfit to Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, I like that a lot. They were like, damn, okay, we see the fit. Let me just put that in here real quick.
Huh.
Here you
Excellent.
go. All right, you're
A
welcome.
fine addition to my collection.
Yeah. Oh, so Grant, did you say you wanted me to go next?
Yeah. Sorry, don't Google Pyra and Mithra. Just don't. That instantly
now I
turned out
have to.
bad. Just instantly turned out bad.
You don't say.
Okay. Okay. Well, see, I have a feeling, Grant, you remember back from like way back when that like I was always that one kid who like I shared a game or two with everybody, but then, like I just had my own little like corner just full of gremlin stuff that nobody else plays.
I think
Well,
everybody has
let's
one
see.
of those.
Oh, I mean, I feel like that's just my entire game collection. Like,
Fair enough.
but so let's see. Like this past like this week, what have I been doing? So I've been playing. Let's see, Monster Hunter Rise. We'll eventually beat that game.
One of these days.
There's no such thing as beating a Monster Hunter game.
True.
So you just kind of go.
Yeah, honestly, it's just you just go, and then one day you can change your name to a Japanese or Korean name and show up in people's hunts and just like 3-shot the monster and never get touched the entire time, and then that's when you've actually beaten the game.
Yep.
But playing that, Torchlight 2, playing through the Phoenix Wright games for the first time.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Now I've seen all of them, but I never was able to play them either because I couldn't find them, or like when I was growing up and they were coming out, I just never saw them in stores. But I'm finally actually playing through them, the Steam version. And honestly, I get it. I get why people don't like the HD retextures as much, but like I'm just not that picky, I guess. It doesn't really bother me that much.
That's fair enough.
Let's see. Then that Total War Warhammer 3, Warframe, Darkest Dungeon, Dragon's Dogma,
Darkest Dungeons is fun.
Dragon Quest 9, Dragon Quest Heroes 2, and Smite. Yeah, that's what I played this week.
That will catch
Night.
Cooper's interest with Dragon Quest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, love me some Dragon
I
Look
used
Quest.
at
to
that
be-
variety, though.
I used to be
Yeah, really,
super
I was
into
gonna say,
Smite.
that sounds
I
like me
stopped
when I'm on my
playing for a
ADHD
super
weeks.
long time.
This is a normal week for me, honestly. Like, if I'm playing one game, that's a sign that my ADHD is going. Like, I wake up, play the game. That's all I do. I go to sleep, wake up, play the game. Yeah,
Dude, I
no,
used to be, like,
it's just
super into
variety
it.
hour. It's how it goes.
No, I don't love it, but I'm thinking about getting back into it.
All right.
Wait.
Cooper, what do you got?
Let's see. We got. Dang. Someone's happening.
What?
Yeah,
clap.
Devin's keyboard. Big
I
click.
really like it when it punches me. You know.
Yeah, you use those like silver keys, right? The really
Oh,
heavy
I've got
ones?
the Logitech blue keys, the ones that like hit you when you try to
okay.
type with them. No, not the silvers. I'm not that bad.
I played a little bit of Siege, and the last time I played it, I was so bad, dude. Literally, so there's like like at the beginning of the matches, the enemy team can send in drones to come see where the bombs are when you are, and I was trying to shoot it to destroy it,
Bro,
right?
you suck at shooting those
I
things.
wasted like 3 clips on one drone, and the enemy team
Dude.
typed to me, and they're like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Bro,
Dude,
No,
okay.
I've played Siege with Cooper. He sucks at killing the drones. It's so bad.
Are
Like,
you okay?
dude, he'll empty the entire SMG clip into the freaking wall and not hit the drone a single time. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there and like it'll take probably 2 shotgun shots and I'll hit it.
me on the other team having to slow walk it just because I feel bad. Like,
That's right.
guys, he missed it again. Look, I'm just gonna drive it real slow back and just stop it. Okay, like.
Yeah. Dude, it's bad. It's real bad.
Are you okay?
Just
Oh man.
It's amazing what compassion can do.
they just they bring it down so he can punch it now that they know all those locations.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my lord.
It's pretty bad.
Let's see. I played a little bit of Minecraft. Oh, I don't know if I ever told y'all, but I did play Rocket League a little while back during the
You played what?
Rocket League
Oh no.
during like the Transformers event, bro. It was so cool.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, yeah. There's that, and then honestly, not all that much. Oh wait, was that last week or was that? That might have been this week. I think I played Stick Fight with Kyle and them. Was that this week?
It was before I left for Hawaii, so it was last week, but
I forgot to bring that up last week. So yeah, I played Stick Fight with them, and I played Duck Game with them, which was really fun.
that was not fun. That game kind of sucked.
Wow.
You're right though.
This is
Nice.
not a good game, bro. I'm sorry.
But
It's
you
trash.
don't want to die to getting a gun that doesn't shoot, and your friend got like a machine gun.
Dude, I got a freaking grenade, threw it across the map at Cooper, and then it
And
bounced
bounced
back
back
because yes, it bounced back and
because the
hit
physics
me.
in that game are whack.
Are yeah, they're shitty, dude. They're so bad.
Um,
Look, they tell you to cook them for a reason.
Well, okay, I tried, but maybe I just suck at the game for real.
Dude,
But
I don't think cooking's gonna help. If that grenade can go to the other side of the map and back, I don't think cooking's gonna help. You might as well just
No,
drop it on the floor. It'll be quicker.
Just chase
Yeah.
chase it around, chase your friend around with it. That's what you actually do.
okay,
yeah,
well,
pull the
I
pin and
actually
bear
tried to
hug.
do that.
Oh,
I
she made
I grappled onto like this platform to try and chase after Barrett, and it just flew me off the fucking map. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Get good.
Anyway,
a different game.
Shitty game. However, keep going, Cooper.
And I think that's about it.
All right.
All right, well,
Nice.
Alex, you go.
I played some Kirby and the Forgotten Land, some Final
Nice.
Fantasy VII, and some Oxenfree, which is a game made by Netflix's studios. So obviously they're going to adapt it to a show at some point. But while I was playing it, I was looking into it, and I found out that because they made a sequel like not too long ago. So this one's old, the sequel's new and was in a Nintendo Direct recently.
Mm-hmm.
They went back and added a bunch of things hinting at the sequel into this one.
That sounds like some late sequel bait.
Well, like you'd have to do Morse code to know what the sequel stuff is.
Whoa.
People have done more. I distinctly remember back as a 7-year-old sitting outside my house playing Pokemon Sapphire, reading Braille to get the
Yeah,
Reggie trio because
What?
that was just what we were doing.
Yeah, that is facts.
Reading Braille.
Yeah.
That's just painful.
You had to read Braille and have a Wish Cache and a Wailord.
Relicanth and a Wailord.
Relicanth. Ancient Pokemon.
Old fish. Pieces of shit that they are.
Imagine
What's
if it had been
Wailord ever done?
nothing.
Disgusting.
All right. Well, Kyle, finish this off.
All right. So I have not played any games except for like the occasional Magic the Gathering on my phone in like 2 weeks because I've been in Hawaii.
How was
Um,
Hawaii?
it was beautiful. Also, I'm sunburned like crazy. So
Can't relate.
uh, but no, it was absolutely gorgeous. A lot of fun. I got back yesterday around 5 o'clock after having been awake for around 36 hours. Um,
Why were you awake? Just because
yeah,
of the flight, I guess.
but yeah, just because we had to catch the connecting flight, and then um, like our flights got delayed, and it was not a good time trying to get home, but it was a good time while I was there.
That's what matters.
Yeah. But anyway, while I was there, or I guess even before I left, I started spending money because I spent $400 on um, Magic card singles before I left, and then we got there, and it was Thursday. It was the last day of the trip before we had to go like across the country again, and I hadn't gotten a souvenir yet. And so I decided to buy a $500 pair of earrings. They look really good, and I'm happy with the purchase, but it was just a lot of money. Um, $500 pair of earrings.
$500.
Yeah, they are sterling silver, 18 karat gold, and they have abalone and koa wood in them.
What are these again?
Earrings?
For who?
Me?
I see.
Dang.
Yeah. They a little bit expensive,
No shit, dude.
but yeah, that's where I'm at. I haven't been playing games, but I've
Been
Been
spending
spending
just as
that
much, eh?
dough.
yep. Yeah, I've been spending
More.
just as much money as I
Spending
would be.
more.
A lot more.
No,
A lot
I think
more,
you
true.
underestimate how much I spend on games.
Would not be spending $1,000 on games in 2 weeks.
No,
I,
but
I
I'd be
don't
I
spending
think
a
can.
lot.
so.
Give me $1,000 and I can easily do it.
Oh, you don't say.
Wow. Me too. If I had
I
$1,000 free.
I forgot to mention I had to meet with my general manager.
What'd you do?
Nothing. They just wanted. I got invited to a meeting.
Yeah,
Ooh.
meeting.
You're using the word
Right.
invite. I
When
think
I
the
get
Yeah.
word
invited to
is
meetings, I think about
demanded.
putting a bullet in my head.
No, he straight up
Yeah.
got invited. His
I had the option to
lead
say
asked
no,
him.
and I went, sure, I'll go. I
Of
didn't know
course.
it was with the general manager till I got there.
Ah.
Oh.
I do hate the surprise manager. Well, I say that. I have an owner manager, so it's not really the same.
Okay. So on. Fast Fake. Cooper, what you got?
There's nothing really this week except for Tap Battle, and that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll agree with you there.
Okay. Well, on to tidbits. So yeah, Pyra and Mithra amiibo are out now, and Cameron, I assume you know more about this quality control thing. I saw those photos you put in the
So
chat.
yeah, that I've been seeing those pop up this weekend. They are losing their heads and arms, and not great, not great, especially when they're not available to be replaced.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
easily securable right now.
Not at all. I think Amazon has had them a couple times, but I don't know if I would trust Amazon if mine had already broken.
True. So I guess be careful with your amiibo, or maybe don't anyway. You might just get it broken. It might just show up broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I distinctly remember that this must be some kind of new feature because I all of my amiibos from what I can remember don't do that. So
Yeah, it's a
maybe it's
feature.
a new thing.
It's a new feature.
Mhm.
Neopets are under new management, and they've redone their website and all their stuff. So if you're still into Neopets in this year, in this day and age, um,
I'll be real with you. I don't even
give
know
it
what a Neopet is.
That's
damn.
just because you're behind the times.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll work on it.
I'm sorry.
As you
I'm
should.
sorry.
Your apology is accepted.
All right, thanks. Thanks. It was good to know.
Feedback is important.
Yeah.
So a new study found that about 7 out of 10 players on average will avoid playing a game just because of the community being toxic.
That makes sense.
You want to know something funny, Grant?
What's that?
I actually saw this study pop up because because of my field. So like, if it's the exact same one, that's actually funny. I like skimmed it earlier, but I mean, it makes sense. Like, I don't. There's several games that I'm just like, nah. I'm just. There's no need for me to even get involved with this. Like, I'm not interested.
I mean, I didn't quit Apex because I was bored of the game.
I would say Apex is not very boring, but the community sucks.
Community
ass.
sucks.
I mean,
The,
I feel like we can all point to the. We all know what the one that we're all thinking the same game, right? But there's one particular game which this is especially true.
I mean, I could
I
point
mean,
out
there's
several.
many, but I would
mean,
say
League.
there's several games.
I
But...
feel like it's,
oh yeah,
it's a long
obviously
list.
Let's
League,
see.
yes.
I mean, no, I mean, League is the one that, like, for as big as it is, most people not only have heard of League, but also either play League or do not want to play League.
Nah, dude, League
I'm
is,
in that second one.
Same.
yeah, I'm in the
Mhm.
second one as well. I have
Yeah.
played it before.
I've tried it. I did not
I would
like
say
it.
I played it for about 30 minutes and then never touched it again. But
I got
I've-
Dota and Smite build, so I didn't even get close to League.
yeah, see, I played Smite. Still, I mean, I'm planning on playing it again, but it might be a while
Mm-hmm.
because last time I played Smite, I played with a very unsavory friend of mine.
Unsavory fella.
Unsavory.
Kind of an asshole for real.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta
Sure.
play with cool. Hey, I mean, if you ever end up playing, we can play. Because
Oh yeah.
Lord knows I need more people to put to the grinder so that
I say I want to play again just because I actually enjoyed playing the game, but I'm not super huge on MOBAs, so I am not like amazing at them.
Oh,
And I
whatever.
always got like absolutely shit on for being bad at MOBAs. So
Yeah, it's a
you know,
really aggressive.
kinda-
I mean, linking back to the study, really aggressive crowd. Like,
Yeah.
main reason, like, I like MOBAs. Literally, just are the more aggressive. Like, I feel like if there's a scale of like, you've got like COD lobbies on the left, and then MOBAs like in the middle, and then you go to the right, and you have like battle royale games. Like, it's just what level of just aggressive toxicity do you want in your game, and like how much can you handle? Because like, you're just gonna get yelled at in multiplayer lobbies for like Call of Duty or something. But like,
Yeah.
you go to League, you're gonna get like really, really deep cutting remarks, but like the whole time you play.
For me, I can ignore what like people I don't know. Like if it's just somebody being an asshole in chat, fine, I don't care. But if it's like because
You-
this was somebody that at the time I thought was like a friend of mine, and he was just being an asshole, and so I was like, you know what, I don't got time for that. And so
Oh, that's relatable. I talked to Grant
Yeah.
about this literally like a week or two ago, where I had a friend come out of the woodwork that was exactly like this, and he used to play this game with me, and I was like,
Yep.
"Look, you're gonna need to fix some shit real quick. Like, we're not gonna be
Okay.
doing whatever you're doing right now is not happening in my time off."
yeah, for sure.
Activision Blizzard will give $6 million to any team not renewing their agreement with the Overwatch League. You guys want to? You guys want to make an Overwatch
Make a
team and
team?
not make an agreement with the Overwatch League?
Yeah,
I
let's
think
do
you
it.
already
I'm down.
no. They said renew though, so we go back in time and make one.
Cameron's right. We should have just had a stupid team.
Yeah.
You guys are thinking too small. It's not insider trading if we just happen to know everything that's going to be traded ahead of time.
Wait.
There we go.
It's not blank if we just do exactly what the definition of blank is.
I don't think that the law, as it currently stands, has any clauses for literally having future knowledge because of the fact that it happened in your present time. I don't think that's covered. That's just me, though. Like 6 million? Come on, we could do better than that. Come on, make
Yeah,
the trip worthwhile.
Let's just become senators, and then we can just insider trade.
Oh no, see, that's too
openly.
far. I have to go on camera for that. That's no, we're not doing
Yeah, I
that.
have to deal with people. Let's see something again. New Scarlet and Violet distribution is available. The code is DarkTerra0006, and I forgot what I lost the link of where it was. But
Oh, I probably should get that, shouldn't I?
and let's see, Scarlet and Violet distribution.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Get a Dark Terra type Charizard, loosely based on Freud's Charizard from Pokemon Horizons.
Nope,
The
never
new
mind. It's a
movie.
Charizard.
Runs until August 31st.
Charizard.
The full details. Okay.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. Charizard is very much the definition of something that I've seen it so many times now. I just don't want to see it again.
Okay.
Oh,
It
yeah.
has
Me too.
max
Sure.
IVs and attack and speed, and 20 IVs and all other stats.
Bro,
It
Charizard
has.
X doesn't exist anymore. Stop playing around.
It knows Crunch, Flare Blitz, Acrobatics, and Belly Drum.
I hate it here.
I hate
Cool.
it here.
You know what this
Boy.
sounds like to me? Charizard X. You know what this isn't? Charizard X.
Why don't they?
Listen.
Why
listen,
don't
listen,
Megas
listen,
exist
listen.
anymore, though?
Listen, why can't we have a unique, like, there's over 1,000 Pokemon now. Why can't we have more than like 20 that are used competitively?
Because it's Charizard.
I love
So
that.
you know how Charizard works.
I love the deep fright on that.
Look, Charizard's about to get this fucking power gem is what Charizard's about to get. He needs to show up.
Correct. Correct. So I don't know if I've mentioned it on the podcast before, but I have a theory, right? Or a
Oh,
hot
God.
take. I have a hot take. If one of your favorite Pokemon is one of the Gen 1 Pokemon and you didn't grow up playing like Gen 1 or one of the remakes, you are just you've been molded by Pokemon's marketing.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
play
it was the-
Pokemon, you have been molded by Pokemon's marketing. I can.
No,
we
it was
can
the
break
animal
that down.
crackers. I'm pretty sure it was the animal crackers actually.
For sure.
We've got them at work. I look at them every day. It's seeping into my brain. Someone help.
Every now and then, I'll see a thing of animal crackers in the store, and I'm like, you know what? Those sound so bussin'. In this moment.
Dude, animal crackers are pretty damn good.
I
Get
used
the
to have those
frosted one
frosted ones.
with the shitty
Oh,
sprinkles.
dude. Oh,
Yes.
my
Oh
God.
my god.
Oh yeah.
The pink and white ones, those are the best.
Yep,
They're
uh-huh.
the best Animal Cross or the best Animal
The
Crackers.
best
Yes,
Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Crossing
Okay,
the-
okay.
Oh, can we get some Animal Crossing crackers, please?
For real though, like I mean, we have Pokemon and Mario Oreos. Where's the Animal Crossing animal crackers?
For real. I
Come
need
on,
them.
Nintendo.
Because I
Thank
don't,
you,
I don't
Nintendo.
want to eat Tom Nook. I don't need Tom Nook inside me. He already owns everything
You
about my
do not-
life.
He
Don't
owns
speak
my
for
soul.
me.
I don't need him to own my digestive tract
Yeah.
too.
This,
It's
look,
the
this
only thing
man
I have
gives us-
left.
But Cameron,
Okay.
what if your favorite Pokemon is Zubat?
Cooper, what the fuck is that?
Then you're masochistic.
True, but he said if
Don't
any of the original
fucking with us.
151.
Look. No.
So, all right. Pikmin 4's director Yuji Kondo has completed the game's story mode about 20 times. So this is
Wow.
Cameron in Japan. He makes Pikmin and then he plays it 20 times after making it.
I
Yeah,
love it so much.
fruit of your
I've
labors.
already, I've looked at it for 5 hours. That's, he is the embodiment of that meme.
Uh,
Marvel Man Spider-Man 2 story trailer released. It leaked early. Also showed off the PS5 and the controller plates that we talked about. So that's out now. And oh yeah, so this apparently got discovered recently, so it's kind of like a blend into our old but still interesting because it's not exactly old, but whatever. The frequencies on the radio and the ending of Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed are the years that Xenogears, Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3, Xenoblade 1, X, 2, and 3 released. So all the Xeno stuff, like all the radio stations, are the years that all the Xeno games came out.
Oh.
And then the official old but still interesting tidbit of the week is that Mega Man is blue solely because of the limitations of the NES and Famicom.
mhm.
The color
Nice.
palette is really restrictive, obviously, and the
Yeah.
color blue had the most shades of any color that you could use on that system. So they made him blue so they could have enough different shades to distinct his sprite. And that's why he's blue. Not because they wanted him to be blue, but because the hardware dictated that he shall be blue.
Nice. I didn't actually know that. That's a cool.
That is
Cool
really
tidbit.
cool.
Sometimes the hardware just talks to you and it tells you exactly what you're gonna do.
It's fascinating how many games from the 80s and 90s, when you look at them in hindsight, you're like, oh man, the director made such a good idea, or like, this guy had such a good idea to do this. But when you really look at it, it's like, oh, they had no option. That's just how that's just what the console said was going to
They
happen.
just worked with the
They
system.
were 90% done, and it's just they just had to, like, or
Yeah.
they were starting and they went, yeah, we just literally there's no alternative, like.
And it just happens to luck out and work really well. Okay, on to the rumors. Insomniac seems to be working on an unannounced project alongside Spider-Man and Wolverine, according to project director. Insomniac's working on something? No way.
No
No way.
way.
No way.
And it's Marvel related?
Well, no, they didn't say Marvel. They
unannounced
just said they're
project,
working
And it's
on a
alongside
third
that
project
stuff.
besides those two.
It's probably Marvel related.
Yeah, it probably is Marvel related, but
Look, it's very easy. Disney sees dollar signs, so they're going to keep sending them to the company making them money, which is why they got so pissed at EA for Battlefront.
that's right. That is why Microsoft is making an exclusive Indiana Jones game now.
Yeah, because they don't care if that makes money. That's why they released Indy 5.
Let's see. Special Nick. Sega. I guess that's from a guy on Twitter. Sega plans on bringing back both the Altered Beast and Gunstarred Heroes franchises. Does that mean like new ones?
Yeah, like, well, I guess they could either be working on remakes or new games, but they plan to bring back the franchise.
That would be weird to see a new Altered Beast game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah. The only reason I've heard it recently is because it came to Switch Online not too long ago, I think. For Genesis.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We got some leaked images of Sony's Project Q, i.e. PlayStation 5 U. And it sure does look like a DualSense cut in half with a shitty Android tablet shoved in the middle of it. Because that really is
not great.
I mean, it's the prototype, so whatever. But
Wii U.
No, because this will be streaming though, so and you've got to have the console on, so it's gonna be worse than the Wii U.
I
Excellent.
mean, you also had to have the Wii U console on.
Yes,
In
but
fact,
like,
you have to have any console on if you want to use it. Now that I'm thinking
true,
about it.
but
No. Grant. If I wanted to use, oh, I don't have it. I wanted to use my Switch as an impaling object, I could, and not have it on.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be playing a game. I think that was the
That's
point.
true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
yeah, I guess like you could also have your PlayStation 5Q off and use it as an impaling device or a Wii U
That's
gamepad.
also true. It would
I think
probably
we're really
hurt- blunt
underselling
force
the
object.
value of this item as a paperweight. It can do that while it's on, guys. Like, come on.
It can sit there.
Yeah, like
Like all my consoles do.
Yeah. Yeah, really, like all my games that I don't play.
Paperweight.
they look so good.
Especially
Yeah, they look
together.
incredible, and that's why it's like, man, I kind of have like an actual interest in this device, but no, I don't. I would use it once. I could just
Yeah.
stream on my phone.
yeah.
If I wanted a random Sony device, I'd get a Vita. Because
I
at
got
least
2 of
there's
I don't know, man.
exclusive things. You have two
Yeah.
Vitas?
Yeah,
The
I've got the
The
1000
PS3 was
model
better
and
than
the
the Vita.
2000 model, the OG OLED one, and then the refined like slim one that's not OLED. But that one I imported from Japan on Buyee. That was like my first Buyee purchase. I got it in box and everything. So I could mod it and download a bunch of games that Sony isn't going to sell to me.
True.
Uncharted Golden Abyss.
I have a bunch of stuff on there. You can get a SD card adapter for your Vita and then make it treat the SD card as if it was a game card and then just download all the PS Vita games and put them on there and they'll show up normally.
Brilliant.
Anyway, so from Jeff Grubb, Metroid Prime 2 is coming soon-ish, and something Zelda that isn't related to Tears of the Kingdom is happening later this year.
That's right, get excited.
Bullshit.
Then why are the amiibo releasing? Why? Like, I mean, other than money.
So why are the
what are
Tears of
they
the Kingdom
doing?
amiibo releasing?
Like later this year.
So you
Well,
think that
are they not
there's
gonna
something
have
else
something-
Zelda coming out at the
I
same time
mean,
in the amiibo do this holiday?
That I feel like that would make at least some sense because
Your
people-
first mistake.
like-
Nintendo doesn't
I
make
feel
sense.
Nintendo.
like it would be remiss to mention that their main motivation is to make money, so that is a pretty good reason.
But Nintendo doesn't
Okay,
want to
but
make money.
they
We already
hate
went over this.
money. They hate money.
No, they want to make money their way. I didn't say that they were smart, but they just go, we could release old games, or we could print new amiibo. Let's do that instead. Yeah.
sounds like a better plan to me.
These don't take as long to make as a game. Look at Zelda. It took us years.
I hate it here.
Metroid Prime 2, I could see that. I mean, they shadow dropped
Right.
Prime 1, so I can see that one because that one is
And
like
if the
it could
rumors
happen
are
anytime.
true and if the true rumors are true that it won't look as nice.
Oh yeah, because they'll have rushed it a little bit or something, and put as much
Yeah.
time into it.
Then I could definitely buy it. Like they'll release like 6 months after the first one, and then 6 more months for 3, and then they're like, by the way, 4's ready now.
Yeah, see, but that would work a
Yeah.
little bit too well.
Or
Yeah.
4 doesn't exist. Where's
Correct.
It's going well.
Here's Metroid Prime 2,
please,
and then 3 comes out
please.
6 months after, and they're like, Metroid Prime 4 is restarting development.
Where's it's going well. I miss the days of it's going well.
Look. It's like Bayonetta. We just
That's what exactly
forget
what I was
that it
referencing.
exists, and we're fine.
Is anybody
Well,
else not hearing anything he's saying right now?
What? Wait, is
No,
everyone
like-
else?
Like you said something, and then I couldn't hear the rest of your statement.
Grant, am I still showing up on the podcast?
Yeah, everybody's here.
That's
We're all
okay.
here.
I'm pretty sure Devin's memeing, but we have so many technical difficulties on the show. I honestly
Yeah,
can't
I
tell.
that's why I didn't say anything, because I was like, I think he's trying to make a joke. But yeah, it's like Alex said, we've been through a lot of technical difficulty trauma here, so
For
every
3
time,
Yeah, my bad. I didn't read the primer before I got here.
The lore.
The lore. Also, I was reading comments on that post about the like, what do people think it is that the Zelda thing is, and everyone's just going back to Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, which at this point I don't believe is ever happening.
No.
Bro,
Oh,
they literally tried to get you to buy the Wii U with Wind Waker. Like they're not just remaking it. Like,
No.
dude, they tried to sell you an entire console to play it on.
The true feel look is a very, very simple formula.
Wind Waker's been
The
on 2 consoles.
Wind Waker has
Both
to be on
consoles
failing consoles. Like I always
Do
want to
you
give the GameCube credit because it didn't fail like that much, in comparison to the Xbox. But
Yeah.
it still should have beat the Xbox because it was the incumbent, and it did not. Microsoft
Yeah.
had to prove itself. Nintendo did not. That's the point against the GameCube.
I mean,
Honest-
consumers are consumers at the end of the day. They do
True,
wild
true.
shit sometimes.
Do y'all remember what the last news we got for Metroid Prime 4 was?
We're restarting development.
That they were restarting development.
No, it was this. It was this banner on Twitter.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, even I don't remember that.
It was from a year ago. Or over a year ago, a year and a half. Retro Studios updated their Twitter profile with that back in February of 2022.
Is that news about Metroid Prime 4, or is that just something that they did?
It's
Also,
something they did, but kind of
Cooper,
that they were
Cooper
working
and Kyle
on
are onto something in the background. I keep hearing them giggle and laugh and snirk.
Dude, Cooper's being a fucking retard in Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Okay, yeah, y'all go back to
This
that.
is-
Never mind.
this
yeah.
is
Wait,
Yeah, y'all
this
go
is why
back
we
to
don't
that.
do
I mean,
multiplayer during the podcast.
that's what that game is for. Like,
I know. At
Yeah,
least I'm
it's-
listening, though.
It's just
I'm
Duck
listening.
Game, but with a different formula.
Woo.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
you can get on the Nintendo shop, and it was or the news channel on the Switch. You can get a Lizalfo's tail and a Traveler's sword for Tears of the Kingdom.
Wait, what?
Why? Why?
I don't
I don't
want.
know.
Nintendo.
I don't want
What's the
I don't
point?
want the
See?
sword, but I do want that Lizalfo's tail because those are worth something. Whip enemies into shape. I'm literally about to do this right now.
do it. Grant about to run this fade real time.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna skip around a little bit in the rumors real quick because I feel like this is relevant. So there's a rumor for a Nintendo Direct in September, which is like one, wow, big news there. There's always a September Direct. Two, like, why are we? It feels like a little bit early to start saying the September Direct rumors. Maybe I'm just out of touch because time isn't real.
I mean, you know how people are. Like, I mean, okay, let's be honest here, okay? Out of all, like, game announcement, quote-unquote, things, of all of the major gaming companies and, like, corporations, Nintendo Directs are where dreams are made and broken. like so
Yeah.
consistently that like people have just gotten like so deeply attached. Just like I just have to know. I have to know if they're gonna finally say that thing that I know they're never gonna say. But I have to watch it. I just have to. it for some people it
I
just
mean,
helps. You know, you're either pre-direct, you're in the direct, or you're waiting for the next direct.
true. It is a constant cycle. I mean, the last direct was really solid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, you know,
And that's
there's no
exactly
way
the
they can
reason
follow
why
that
this
one
next
up.
one, exactly the
There's
reason why
no way
this one's
that
going to be bad.
yeah, there's no way they can follow that up. It's gonna be like E3 2015, where it's like,
Nintendo always finds a way to
here's
mess
all
it
the
up,
things we
dude.
announced last time. Goodbye.
Whip enemies into shape. I don't see this freaking
I don't see
article
it.
anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I don't think it exists yet.
Maybe not. Okay, so last rumor, PS5 Pro. Uh, so I just kind of copy pasted this on here, but there's something that I really don't understand from the tweet that Cameron shared, and that's the details on the memory. We'll get to that in a second. So PS5 Pro, codename Project Trinity, which is really funny given that Oppenheimer just came out. Development has been going on since last year. Dev kits are going to be going out this November. 30 WGP and 18,000 MTS memory. What does that mean?
I was hoping you would know.
No, I know like power or like size or like teraflops or whatever. I don't know MTS memory. Mega transfers per second or million transfers per second. That's a new metric. I've not heard that before. So 18,000 mega transfers per second. And what was the other one? WGP?
WGP, yeah.
The first thing that came up was the freaking rumor tweet. I googled WGP memory. And the first thing that came out was the tweet.
Ah, that's not a great sign.
We'll have 30 WGP. Oh, 30 WGPs would mean 60 compute units for the GPU versus 36 on the PS5. Okay. Trinity equals 3 PS5s taped together.
Heard.
Okay. Accelerated ray tracing and also targeting a November 2024 release date. Maybe Q will release alongside it, so you can spend $1,000 in one day on PlayStation
Excellent.
hardware.
No, bro.
That's what they want you to do.
There's no way the
They're going to be very
new
sorely
release is
disappointed.
$500, right?
That's why they want you to get the Sony credit card so that you buy.
You get cash back on the Sony
$1,000.
products.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not a great deal.
You could probably crack 1,000 or no, you'll definitely crack 1,000 if you get the VR too.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're aiming for. They're trying to convince people to buy things they don't need.
Today I have decided to give Sony access to the entirety of my banking system.
That's
Yay!
Yay.
And I think that is just about it for this week. So
Nice.
thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you get your podcasts, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. What do you think about Pikmin 4? Do you think it's a 0 because it runs at 30 FPS? Do you think there's going to be a direct in September? Do you think the PS5 Pros will? Let us know. We'll see you back here next week for more of the usual game talk. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.
I
Toodles.